Well, hello folks, welcome to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet and we are back here doing a first look video at another simulation game. So this time it is Recycling Centre Simulator, the prologue version of that game. This is available for free on Steam, the prologue, and the full game being released in September. Now, I know what you're thinking, this has to be the most dull sounding game in the world. Maybe Paint Drying Simulator might be slightly duller, but you'd be wrong. Actually, the developers have done, I think, a really nice job with an area that I would never have thought to make a simulation game about. So let's dive in. We are going to be doing a little bit of gameplay. We're not playing through the full prologue, but I want to show you what this is all about, what the main sort of mechanics are. We'll talk a little bit about the things that I've enjoyed, the things that I might feel that needs to be improved, and finally I'll give you some idea of where I think this sits in a score out of 10 and where it possibly will be when the full game is released and when it's been fully developed. You can see here on the right they've got the roadmap of what they're actually trying to achieve with this this game. Have a little read through that if you like. You can see here there are a whole bunch of things that are on the way in. Some of which they've got to, some of which they haven't. But this is generated by a new developer called Balas Games. This is the only thing they are developing. But what's really interesting is that this is being published by PlayWay S.A. Now, if you're not familiar who they are, you will be familiar with some of the games that they have published in the past. We're talking about things like House Flipper, things like Crime Scene Cleaner, Cooking Simulator, and 911 Operators. And if you're interested in simulation games, you've probably got one of those, at least one of those, in your Steam library. So it is a very good publisher that's picked this up, which gives me some thought that actually there must be something to this game. But my main thought about when I was initially coming to it was thinking, well, there's no way they can make this interesting. Let's go and have a look. And I'm glad I did. Right, let's dive in. Okay, so this is a new game. We're thrilled to have you experience a preview of our game as we prepare for its official launch. The prologue offers a glimpse into the exciting world of recycling management while we're putting the finishing touches together on the full game. There might still be a few bugs or missing features. I have to say, I didn't really see any of that, which is nice considering the game that I just reviewed a few days ago, Pub Sim, where it was Bug City. Your feedback is invaluable in helping us polish everything before the big release. So I think they're very big on feedback. It seems like a really sort of genuine, interested set of developers who are in it to make a really good game. Thank you for being part of this journey with us. Your support and insights mean the world. So decent set of developers. So they've got this sort of sleeping area here. You can sleep on site here, which is interesting. And this is kind of a tutorial, and it kind of works nicely because here we have our tutorial, but what's cool is you've got this I'm stuck button, and it then points at what you need to do. It doesn't work all the time because I don't know what this is actually pointing at, but I like the idea of that. I don't know how well this actually functions. Maybe we needed to actually get something. So we are going to we've got this box here, which is a machine. You can see the machine on it. And this is our recycling centre with the various bits and pieces. Our truck there. We've got this recycling machine there. But we're going to put a machine in this little machine area. And so we place that by... Oh no, we don't want to place that. We want to pick it up. We want to build. We want to build, folks. And we're going to go here. And we put this machine down, which is a plastic recycler, I think. So it's a paper shredding machine, paper. So to gather scrap, open your computer to find a suitable scrap deals and negotiate with the owner to lower the price. You can only have one active deal at a time. This is an interesting thing. So you're not solely based on site here. What you've got to do is to go over the scrap deals app. These little colours are essentially tell you what is being recycled there, so it's pretty even for everything. So if we click on that, we can bargain with them, and you can say, right, I want this for $110. I'm not paying your $120. and they've agreed to that, so that is all good. Okay, so then we can take the deal, $110, and then we're going to go out there and we're going to pick up the scrap, and it says get in your truck and move to the scrap area. This is one place where I felt that this particular game could have done something. There is no driving. You basically get all the way there and you are there. So we're here at this sort of abandoned supermarket, general store, groceries, dry goods and dairy. Looks like it's falling apart, and I mean, I could understand why they didn't put the driving mechanic if this is their first game, but how much better would it have been if they had? How cool would that been if you've got a map and you've got to go to different areas on the map? It's always nice. So we've got a bag armed which can take 10 kilograms. So we're going to pick up some of these things. Some of them are big. It won't fit in the bag. Some of them are not so big. So these guys will fit in the bag. That's not going to fit in the bag. And so we're going to go round out here picking everything up all the way out here. And so there's a bit of paper. That thing up. We're going to try and get that in there without worrying about it. Go over here. You can go there. Another vase. Nothing breaks in this. That's a metal pipe. Wow. That's a bit of chair. So there's all sorts of bits, and we're going to collect all of these bits up. Some of them big, some of them small, but we've got to get them all in the back of our van. I mean, I don't know if I'd have done it. Oh, there's a bizarre beaker there. So we have a full trash bag. So we're going to drop the bag and then we're going to start again. We'll go back here. Again, that's another one of the bigger ones. And we'll go down here. It's another, someone's cooking some meth. And you can sort of see where we are. We're sort of picking up all these bits and pieces. There's a few other bits potentially in here, behind here. But I don't think there's much more other than the big stuff. So I'm going to try and get this stuff in the back of the van. I'll try and get all that done and then we'll come back. So you can see we have missed something. So we've got metal waste. This must be this heavy thing. And so we've got the drawer there. That will be the drawer. And so we'll close that up, and there we've got all of our stuff. So we'll head back to the recycling centre. Okay, so we're going to put the waste that you gathered onto the conveyor belt in front of the truck's body and let them go inside the sorting machine. So basically we need to put everything on here. So we'll get that on. So this is the sorting machine. So it's going to rip open those bags. They're all going up there, and then we're going to have to start sorting, folks. But we'll get everything in there first. So I'll see you in a sec once we've filled this up. Okay, that is everything there. Let's start the old sorting machine. And we need to now throw the waste into the correct holes. This is a bit more challenging. So it's just drag and drop. And it's just all kind of... So we've got the metal. It's wood, which is brown, which is helpful. I think this is cardboard that goes in there. Paper. Again... Oops, was that supposed to go in there? And there, everything's... that's plastic, I think, in there. So we'll get this all together. Right, I'll see you in a bit once this is all in its... where it needs to be. Right, I realised I'd taken the sound all the way down. There is actually sound. Okay, so there's these hoppers down the bottom. I think that's everything that's done there. Still asking me to throw the waste in the correct holes with your mouse. So there are some bits. Okay, apparently I didn't get everything done. But you can see the lovely sound effects that we have here. There's last few bits and pieces. There we go. We're done. Right. Next up, grab the sorted waste box of paper, which is down there, and then we're going to put that into the shredding machine. So that's the machine we just put out. And as you see, this absolutely, so we're just going to put it in there. So we've got the machine going. There we go. The boxes just disappear, and then we're going to go into here, and what we want to do is we've got 12.2 kilograms of paper, so let's add that, and we'll run that. There we go. Let's carry other sorted waste boxes to storage while your machine produce the products. So we need to grab these things over here, and the storage area is over here. So we've got this big area which says storage. We're going to place everything down here. So that's our metal, and here is our, I want to say glass. So we're just going to make sure that we do everything they say, otherwise you can get a bit stuck if you kind of don't quite do what it says, or shortcut your way through. But there we go, a little looking neat and tidy there. And the last one is this guy, which is, I think this was the plastic, but I might be wrong. So okay, this is all the stuff we've got from that particular place. We're going to take one of these pallets, and we're going to put this over here. That all the papers come out there, and this is quite nice. We've got a connection, so all of these are connected together. So we're going to then align. And you see, it makes it so much easier to put everything on because they all are linked together. Otherwise, it gets really a bit rubbish. So we've got all of our paper. This is what's come out of the machine, and then we're going to use this pallet truck. Yes, we're using the pallet truck to go and move this into the storage area. There we go. Here we go, all the way over here into the storage area. Right, enter the marketplace on your computer. I guess we'll just leave this here for now. Right, we managed to come out the behind there. Enter the marketplace on your computer and inspect offers for your product's waste. So this is essentially what you're trying to do. You're trying to make money with the waste that you generate, or the waste that you've collected and you've processed. So we'll go into the marketplace, and you can see here we've got our pressed paper. We've got these various bids that have come in. This guy wants to offer $7, Michael, $7, and he's looking for 20 of these. Well, we've got 12, so let's put 12 in there and we'll sell that to him. So we made a bit of money. The offer's now off the table, so we can look elsewhere. So wooden parts here, we could go here, Cameron's offer, and we'll sell those. So that's all good. Right, to higher value offers, click the contracts button, and to find a customer who has a demand for recycled material. So this is another level, which is quite interesting. We've got either a plastic one or a paper one. So I think we'll go with this paper one. We'll just say we'll take that deal, but we can bargain if we wanted to, and we've got some nice money in the bank. So we've got to get 32. Then yes, it could be a little bit easier to see that 32 bits of paper. That's what we're going to do. We're going to build another machine, and you can see that mechanic as well. Here's the store. So what we'll do is get a metal shredding machine. That sounds like good. So that's come out here, and this just gives you an idea of some of the machines. What I've seen on Steam is that all of these are kind of can link together with conveyor belts, and you can generate really quite complicated products right at the end. You can see some of those products when you sort of look through what you can actually buy and sell. So we've had our delivery, the sprint button as well, so that's good. We'll sprint back, and we're going to put our metal machine here. We'll build that and put this down here. Nice. Right, we're going to hire a worker, so we've got staff that we can bring in. So this is such a nice tutorial. I really like this. You go through everything. So we're going to hire this guy. Yeah, we don't have a whole load of different people. We've got sorting workers to hire. Then you've got trash collectors to go out and collect. Salesmen as well. So a whole load of sort of different areas that we've got. And we've moved him across. So Roche, I think his name was Roche. He is now... There he is. Hello, mate. I don't think he can speak to us. Hi, boss. What can I do for you? Sort waste. Nothing else. Right. We can go to bed now. We'll leave him there. We'll go to bed, and then, you know, it's almost bedtime, of course, and we'll come back in the morning, and then we'll do another job. So then you get these overviews of what's going on over the day, and we go to the next day. So he's having a nice kip. And I don't know where that cockerel is, but we need to get ourselves a job to try and get those 32 bits of paper. So what we can do here, and you can see also factory, I think this is how you can kind of expand your area. You've got bank and finances that are also in there, but we want a scrap deal now. So we're going to do this one, and then we'll probably leave it there. So we want one which has got a lot of paper, and this is kind of nice. So if you go into here, it will break it down. 79% of this order is paper, but then you've got to think about this is 49 kilograms. So 79% of 49 really is what we're looking at. But I mean, here, none of these are particularly useful for what we need. So it will be going back to the general store, which is a little frustrating. There's only a limited number of locations that you can go to. It would be great if they could build that up a little bit. So let's go back to the general store. We're just going to take the deal, and we'll go out there now. So I'll see you when we get to the general store. Right, here we are. It's the same looking place, but this time there should be a lot more paper. We'll open both doors so we can chuck things in. Yeah, all of these go into paper. So that's looking good. Another one of these vases. We will collect everything else because we're going to make the most of all of that. So we've already filled up a trash bag. It's full of paper. Look at all this stuff. Right, I'll see you once we've collected everything, folks. I think one of the things I would have liked to see maybe, and this might be something that's happening later on in the game, is the ability to kind of break down some of these larger items. And, you know, there is... One of the things I did see, which unfortunately you won't get to see because I'm not going to be going to another location, but some of the locations do have containers. Actually, there might be one here. No, there's not. But in one of these locations there was a box and you needed a crowbar to get into it. In other ones there was a door that you couldn't get through, so you needed a lockpick. That was on a building site, so that was pretty good. That goes in. There we go. We're all good. Let's get back. Let's get back to the back to our sorting location. Right, mate. I want you to sort. Okay. Never mind. Don't talk back to me, son. Right. Right. Sort wastes. There you go. Do your job. Basically, have you just put the thing on? Okay. Right, I think you're going off to sort the waste. Yeah. Sort waste. Yeah, you do that. Okay, that is working. That's pretty good. So that shows how much better. You don't have to do that stuff all the time. I mean, he's completed that in a record time. So we're going to take the paper from the paper recycling, which is over here. We've got 40 kilos of paper. And what's really good then, you can actually then get people going out to get scrap, and you start to put together a bit of an empire, don't you? So we'll put this, and we'll see how much we get out of this. I feel we should get quite a lot here. Don't know why I did it like that, but you know, there we go. So that's going to come out the back end, and I'll see you when I see you with that. We're going to get one of these, put one of these pallets down. That'll be coming out of there. We might just bring some of these other things through. So I'll see you. We'll see when all that's done. Might show you what happens with the metal as well. Oh Christ! I didn't mean to do that. Right, it's still coming out. So let's get this on. They're not all aligned, but it makes things so easy. Right, we've reached the limit. Right, break that connection. That might be a bit of a problem. Right, we're going to go and get another one of these. It's so much easier when it comes in like this. And that is everything. So we've got all of our stuff there. Let's go and put these into the sorting area. Is that enough to get our contract? So I'm going to do this, and then I want to put the, if we can pick up our contract, that'd be great. And I want to just show you what happens with the metal ones as well. So let's have a look what we've got. So I think we might have to go in here. We have enough paper. We got 40 out of the 32, so we can fulfill that contract, and we can deliver those items and get loads of money there. So then we've got more that come in. We'll just have a final little look at what happens with the metal in the metal shredder thing. Got 7.5 kilos in there. Will you do this one? Well, maybe do them both. Let's put that in there, and then put that in there, and then we'll have a look at what we can get. So we've got 23 kilos of metal. So we'll put that through and see what we get on the other side of it. Ooh, rather cool. Might need a couple of these. So the more complex things that you generate, the more. So I think we'll just try and put these here. But yeah, so the more complex things you generate, the more money you get for them. There we go. We've got a bunch of metal there. I didn't need two, so we'll get those over, and we'll see how much money we get for that. I don't know how much you can get with this, how far you can go with this particular DLC, with this particular version of the game, because this is obviously a this is obviously the prologue, so it's not the full game, but let's see if we can get some decent money there for that metal. So we've got 23, it's still fairly cheap, but we can get 19, so we can sell that, and then all of a sudden we got lots of money, and then we could go in and maybe we could look to buy one of these other machines. But yeah, you can go further down. It's sort of the smelting machine, the pressing machine, and various other bits and pieces, more different equipment, certificates, and other things, which is going to enhance the game. So that is where we will leave it, folks. Let me know what you thought about that in the comments, because I really thought initially I'd come to this and it would be terrible, but what I found actually is a really well balanced game. It's just for this prologue, there is so much potential here that they have. You have it, I mean, first of all, the look of the game is really nice, and it's really well put together for a first game that's been developed. It looks pretty. There's no issues with, like, no bugginess at all with this. You think things like with the trolley, you'd think maybe there would be bugs there, but the system which, you know, stacks everything up, all that is really, really nice, and the kind of the playability of this game seems quite large. So I'm really quite impressed with what they've done here, and I think once this gets to the full version, I think this is going to be even better. I think there is some repetitiveness in the game. I don't think you can avoid that with this type of game. It would be nice if they had more different locations that you can go to, but I think that probably will come. It would be nice if you could break down some of those bigger things at those locations to take those back, because that would be kind of useful if you're looking to, you know, break down those big shelves and things like that. And maybe a driving mechanic to get between locations would have been really nice. But as I said, I can understand why some of those things weren't put in the game. I think what you get here is something that I think you will enjoy. I think you will genuinely enjoy this. I think it's so far I want to carry on. I want to build more of those machines, and I want to understand how they can kind of link together and stuff. But I don't think we're quite there yet in this version of the game, at least in the prologue. So, as I said, you can get this on Steam for free, the prologue, if you want to play it all the way through. It's really enjoyable, really easy to play, and yeah, let me know your thoughts on this game and the potential that you see in this game. So I'm going to give it a rating based on what we've just seen, just the prologue. Obviously that's going to be a bit less than I think what the final game would get to. I think a very, very solid 6 out of 10 from what I've seen so far, and I think given what I understand is coming into the game, I think we may be looking at maybe a 7.5 out of 10. A really solid effort from these new developers. Big congratulations to them. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know your thoughts on this game in the comments below. If you've played it, or if you've played something similar, put those in the comments below. And also, if you know of any games that are coming out that you think I should be looking at, I'd love to hear about that. Remember, we look at simulation games on this channel. Sports simulation, job simulation, any sort of simulation games. Put those down in the comments if you think it would be worth me having a look at them. Right, folks, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.